Quarter Scale Gravedigger Part 14. This video is about tires and how I'm making these tires look like quarter scale monster truck tires. These are pictures of Gravedigger number 20 that I took at the dungeon at the RC monster truck race. These are my jigs that I use to cut the strips that I'm going to be gluing onto the tires. This one is used for cutting the strips 4.5 inches long, which I decided was the correct length to make it look good. And then this one is used for cutting the 45-degree angles off of each corner. Then this is for cutting the angle on the left side of the tire. And this one is cutting the angle on the right side of the tire. And I've come up with an easier way of sanding tires. So now I've mounted the tire hanging from the ceiling, which is another advantage of having an unfinished basement. So now instead of having to hold this thing for half an hour, 45 minutes, which is not that easy to do even though it's only 10 pounds, now I can support it and move it like I need to, whatever angle, to get all the tread off the tire. So that works out really good. So after I get it all shaved down, I want to make the reference points to align the strip on the tire. So here's a picture of Gravedigger number 20's tire, and I cut out the tread to use as a template. So I hold it on the tire, put one of the strips on and say, okay, yeah, that's the right angle. So I take a silver marker, mark it on top, mark it on the bottom, on the outside. So now I need 40 marks on the inside and then 20 marks on the outside. And to do that, I use my rotary table, and I've aligned these marks here, these pointers, in line with those two marks that I made from the template, from the picture of the tire. So then I rotate the table 9 degrees, then mark the top, or the middle rather, go another 9 degrees, mark the middle and the bottom, another 9, do the middle without the bottom, another 9, the middle and the bottom, so that way I get 40 marks in the center and then 20 marks on the bottom line. Then flip it over and then do the 20 marks for the outside on the other side. So then you're ready for gluing the strips on. So let's talk tires here. The most criticism I've received on this build has been about the tires. They're too small, don't go through so much work, just get some go-kart tires, they're ready for gluing. Get quad tires, get mini quad tires, look for Ditch Witch tires and so forth. Well, I tell you, I've searched, I've Googled, I've looked on eBay, and I've measured Ditch Witch tires and snowblower tires, and they're too tall and they're too narrow. And the wheels are 8 or 10 inches in diameter, and those are just too big. Go-kart tires are too small, and in case you're wondering, this is a go-kart tire. True, it's a front go-kart tire, but even a rear tire is still too small. And this is a quad tire. Okay, it's a full-size ATV tire for my 250R, but hey, it's too big. And like I said, the mini quad tires are too small. So I'm stuck with sanding these tires and gluing the strips on. True, they're too small. To be true to scale, they should be another inch in diameter larger and 3 inches wider and the wheels should be about a ½ inch smaller in diameter. So I'm stuck with sanding and gluing. And when that's done, it looks like this. And then got the bead locks done. Let's get rid of these other things. So yeah, it's a little too small, but I'd rather it be a little too small than a little too big. A bigger tire would hamper the performance, so I'm going to stick with these tires. To be continued.